If you are like me and you are trying to find things to help you be able to avoid Botox and injectables, and by the way, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that for those who choose to do that, but if you're like me and you are choosing not to, but you would like to know some things that actually work to help turn back the clock, this video is for you. Hi, my name is Kimberly McIntyre. I want to welcome you to my channel. We are sitting here today with Sakina, and Sakina, I'm going to let you pronounce your last name for us.
Di Pace.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. And Sakina is the facial cupping expert. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today is facial cupping, which is something that I have gotten results from. And because of that, I decided I needed to talk to the expert and let's bring this information to the audience. Thank you again for being with us today. And will you share with us your story and how you even got started with this? So this is a facial cup,
Yeah.
a few different ones, but what got you started on this path?
Yeah, so thank you for having me, first of all. So what got me started, it was a long time ago. So like in 2011, I'm a trained acupuncturist. And soon after I graduated, I started to see some patients. And I had a patient who had Bell palsy, which is a paralysis of one side of the face. And I was doing, everything with my needle. But for some reason, I really wanted to do some cupping along the trigeminal nerve. But obviously, as acupuncturists, we are only trained with fire cupping, the glass cup. You put some fire inside, it takes the oxygen out, and it creates a suction. So I simply Google, at this time it wasn't famous, you wouldn't find any facial cup really on the market. And I simply Google cupping for the face or face cup. And I found this little silicone cup from South Korea. I
Wow.
got them imported. I just started, I had a green, a pink, and I simply started to use them following the trigeminal nerve on my patient. And it made such a difference. I was like, wow. And we managed to recover like 80%. It was really a great achievement, for somebody who had Bell palsy for so long. She was really happy. And soon after her, I had another patient who had trigeminal neuralgia, inflammation of the nerve again, trigeminal nerve. And I say, okay, why don't I try to use the cup as well? Use the cup, made a massive difference. I was like, wow, this cup, there is something about them. So I am an acupuncturist, but I also do cosmetic acupuncture. So I thought, why don't I incorporate facial cupping into my acupuncture treatment? So I did my cosmetic acupuncture, and then I was doing 20 minutes of facial cupping on my client, and they absolutely loved it. And then lockdown happened, and I couldn't see my patient like so many concours. We say concours of circumstances. I met a girl. I met the husband actually first. This girl told me like, "Oh, you're an acupuncturist. Do you know facial cupping?" And I was like, "Yeah, facial cupping is like my thing." And she said, "You should open a business about it." And I said, "Okay." And that's really how it started. And I asked her, "How should I be called?" She said, "The facial cupping expert." Okay. Bought the domain name, opened an Instagram account, and everything started from here during the lockdown.
The thing that gets me so excited is that it's something so simple that actually works. And it's beneficial. So there's also some lymphatic stimulation.
Oh,
Is that
yeah, yeah.
correct? Can we
Oh,
talk
yeah.
a little bit about that?
Oh, yeah. Like any lymphatic specialist, massage therapist specialized in lymphatic drainage, love facial cupping or love cupping in general, for the body. So the lymphatic system really lays just underneath the surface of the skin. Okay, it's just at the surface of the skin, and the lymphatic system doesn't have a pump like the circulatory system. It really relies on us moving for it to move. So I really even think that the most important part when you're massaging a cream or an oil on your face, more than the brand, more than the price on the bottle, is what you do with it. How you massage your face when you put your morning cream, your evening cream, and all that help the lymphatic system to flow properly. So when you do facial cupping, one of the main benefit, it's actually help to stimulate the lymph that sometimes can be stagnant. That's why it's important to know roughly, how the lymphatic system works and, how it drains at the neck and why it's important to start at the neck to drain the ending for the rest of the face to be ready to receive more fluid, to be able to drain properly and going back to the circulatory system. Yeah, so facial cupping is fantastic to move the lymph. If you have a very dull face, like you feel puffy and you don't know why, maybe it has to do with a lymphatic system that is a little bit sluggish. And that's why I have so many good testimonial of people saying like, wow, I got this glow. You've just been moving the lymph, the chi, and the blood on your face.
I had noticed that. And I want to back up just for a second because you were talking about Bell palsy and
Yeah,
the issues that were happening. And I had a client who had that and she
yeah,
got Botox
yeah.
and it actually worked against it and caused
Ouch.
more sag. So
Ouch. Ouch.
she had to wait all these months for it to wear off. And
Left. Yeah.
unfortunately, at that time, I did not know a thing about facial cupping, and I wish I did
Yeah.
because I could have shared that with her that you can do at home, once you're
Yeah.
trained, you
Exactly.
know how to do it. So
Hmm.
would you talk to us about a little bit about how we do this? How many times a week should we do it for it to be effective?
Yeah. So I have a 6-step protocol. So I developed this 6-step protocol because it's really nice to be able to follow step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6. And so it doesn't take long. It takes like 2-3 minutes, 2 to 3 evenings a week, and before going to bed. Okay. So at nighttime, it's when the hair grows faster, the nail grows faster, the skin regenerates. So doing any facial, actually, putting all your expensive cream, it should be done in the evening. I don't know if you agree with that, but it helps the skin regenerate during the night. So I really encourage everyone to do it before going to bed, like 2-3 evenings a week. So you clean your face. So it's very important to do facial cupping on a clean face. It's going to improve the absorption of anything that you have on your face. So if you're doing it after a day running around, you will put the impurities of your skin even deeper into your skin. So you don't want to do that. So always cleanse your face and apply a very good facial oil that is non-comedogenic. So my favorite is prickly pear seed oil, but you can use any oil that you already like. And you need to follow mainly the natural lymphatic drainage pathway. So, as I said, the lymphatic system return to the circulatory system, so return to the heart at the neck. That's why we often say, when we're talking about dry brushing the body, people say, oh, do it towards your heart, which is not completely true. You need to, it is true the lymph return to the heart.
And we can find this information on your website.
Yeah, so it's mostly like I have an online course and it's free with the cup. Like everything I sell, I try to sell it with the course.
Okay.
Because, you have this thing in your hand, you receive them, and I'm just thinking like, how people know how to use them. Me, it's because of my years of practice. But if you're like, okay, I've seen one video on Instagram, it's not enough. So I think it's very important for me. Everything I sell, it comes with tutorials, like proper tutorials. It's online, it's a course, it's a steps 1, 2, 3.
I don't have the brushes. I'm going to have to order those. So,
They are so good. I think it's so nice to even for down the neck. It's really nice in the morning to do that, and then in the evening to do that. Not every day, but when you can.
well, I know for me, it has been a treat because for some reason it's relaxing to me.
It is, yeah.
And I
Yeah.
love my favorite part is the doing the lip and
Oh yeah.
I don't know what do you call it when you pop it? You just doing
Flash
the
cupping. Flash cupping.
flash cupping. I love that. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It just feels really good.
Yeah.
And I was given a gift of this little pocket wanting to go the wrong way. And it has helped so much with that too, with the circulation.
Yeah. You mean it's like genetics for you?
Yes.
Me
Yeah.
too. Me too. I have the nasolabial valve and that. And my dad came the other day and I saw him in the morning. He had this massive deep pocket, and I'm thinking, I'm so happy to have the cup.
Yes.
Yeah, genetic. I have the same
And
as you.
you
I
look
have the same.
beautiful. You look amazing.
Well,
So,
thank you. But
can you
yeah.
tell me when someone starts doing this, and if they are doing it regularly, how long, and I
Yeah.
know everyone's different, but kind of on average, how long it takes for people to start seeing results or what you've seen with that?
I used to say like within 3 weeks, everybody should see a difference. And now I understand it depends where you're coming from. If you're coming from a place where you have almost like not a lot of self-care, the result will be almost instant. Like now I've really noticed is between people who don't do much about who
Diet.
don't know much about health, eat well, or who don't necessarily
They're not
you know,
partnering
just
with the program,
yeah,
with
and
the
that you
lifestyle.
have an instant glow. Like people are like it's day and night. If you're already like having a really good, skincare, result can take a bit longer, but it will really work. For example, if you have deep wrinkle, So if you already have a smooth skin, some people already have like a very good skin, but they're not bothered about deep wrinkle. So that will really help for them. So you can make the wrinkle like 50, 60 times better over like 3 weeks, 1 month, or for droopy eyelid. Yeah, it's just about a few weeks, I would say. A few weeks. But if you're looking for this glow, you're looking like puffy, that can be so much faster.
Because you're flushing out the stagnation, getting that
Exactly, but
circulation
it's
going.
like day and night, day and night. And sometimes I receive testimonial from people, I have a lot, I share a lot of testimonial, and I'm like, wow, like I'm so impressed, So if you really, yeah, coming from a place where you don't do much, you're not happy with your dullness, heaviness, puffiness, facial cupping, like within a few days, you will see a difference.
So exciting. I just get so excited about this stuff that really works. And not only does it work for that, for the anti-aging, but just like what you were saying with kind of helping to move out the stagnation
Yeah.
lymphatic system, which a lot of people
Yeah.
don't even know about that. It's like we've
No, it's kind of
built
new.
it.
It's kind of new. It's like not many people know a lot because even in science, it's kind of new. It's like within the last 10 years, we are discovering a little bit more about how the lymphatic system work.
Yes. Will you talk to us a little bit more about prickly pear? I had never heard of it until you. And why is that the oil of choice? The one that you recommend.
Yeah, because I am not trained as a beauty therapist, okay? So I am trained as an acupuncturist, massage therapist, cosmetic acupuncture, and I learned the hard way. So when I started doing facial cupping, I wanted to use oil, and I started using, it was in 2010, 11, you remember, like coconut oil was like the oil, or the coconut oil for everything. And I started using coconut oil on my poor patient, who many of them, because it's a comedogenic oil, it will clog the pore and they will have some breakout. And I was like, maybe I should try another oil. And then I started to realize oil have different rating in terms of comedogeneity. I think we can say that. So I just discovered because I didn't know all that. And so I looked for the best oil and I tried many oil. And when I found this prickly pear seed oil that has like 150 times more vitamin E than argan oil, that is packed with antioxidants, that is like, it's like, in Morocco, they have a good skin. Even my supplier, I said, I need to take a picture of you. I met him in Morocco last year. This skin, okay, so beautiful. And they always put oil. Even like the mother with the baby, they always oil on the hair, oil on the body, they massage them, and they know about oil. And it's all about argan oil. But this one, it costs about 100 times more than any other oil on the market, because the process to cold presses is very difficult. So it comes from the prickly pear, which is a cactus. So you take the fruit, but the fruit has many prickly, you can sting yourself, they are almost invisible. Yeah. You open and you take the seed, but only 5% of the seed has the oil. So you need 1,000,000 seed to do 1 liter. This massive bag just to do 1 liter. And the seed is very hard. So you need to cold press it. It takes like 8 hours to cold press 1 liter. Okay.
Wow.
So even when I ask my supplier, which I'm at the moment asking him, I'm saying, just send me even just 50 bottles because I'm out of stock. He has to do it. It's in the back garden of his mom. And it takes 8 hours just to do 1 liter. It's a beautiful oil. It's the most expensive on the market, actually. But because the oil is so fragile, I don't know if you get an oil that has been cold pressed like 2 years ago, how pure it's going to be, you know?
So if
So
someone's
yeah.
just hopping on Amazon to order some random prickly pear, then they might not be getting the freshest. And we really do need to make sure that we're getting something.
Yeah, I have a few testimonial of people saying like, oh, I ordered another prickly pear seed oil on Amazon, but it wasn't the same, you know, like, and the smell can be strong. Some smell better than other in a way, but it depends on when the fruit was harvested. It depends, yeah, of the time of the year, when it's quite which region it was in, what kind of um, variety of the prickly pear it is. It's very pure. It just depends. All batch is different almost, but it's a beautiful oil. I mean, it's like on your skin. Like anybody that knows about good stuff, they know it's a good oil.
So just to let you guys know, I became an affiliate for this company. So if you're interested in ordering some prickly pear or some of the brushes or the cups, I'm going to leave my link below. And I also have a discount code, which is Entire Healing. But I want to ask you if I'm doing a routine at night,
Yeah.
and I also have skincare, how
Yeah.
do I work this in with the process? How does this work?
Yeah, so what is amazing is like cupping helps the absorption of anything you put on your face. So if you're using expensive cream or serum full of active ingredients at night, put them before. So you cleanse your face, you do all your ritual with all your cream, then you put the oil, the prickly pear, if it's a good oil, you do your cupping, and then you go to bed. And the cupping will help, you know, like if you put the Korean serum with snail, you know, I don't know what you have, you know, but anything that is like rich in active ingredient, put it before.
So it actually helps it to penetrate.
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
so it's a double whammy, a double good
Exactly.
thing.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Okay. Do you mind sharing with us what you use for your skincare?
Yes, I use nothing.
You just
I
use
use
prickly pear.
Honestly, I use like my prickly pear seed oil. I use always an SPF in the morning of it used to be Aesop, but now it's Beauty of Jason. You know the Korean brand? Beauty of Joseon, I think is how it's called.
Do you know how you spell that? The
Let
last
me
part?
Beauty of voilà Joseon Joseon. It's a Korean brand, but they have amazing SPF. Like the SPF is 50 and it's like oh so smooth. Yeah,
It feels
and
good.
then it feels good. And then I do sometimes I use a mask. You know, like actually my mask. You know, active is with clay.
So
So
you have
generally
that.
yeah, so generally I use it on Friday, you know, a clay mask. The prickly pear seed oil. So I just try a new cleanser from the Beauty of Joseon. It's an oil cleanser. I used to not clean at all my face because I don't put makeup, like very little makeup. So I would only use micellar water. But now I'm using from Victoria's Secret. She has 4 boys. Miranda Care. Yeah, Miranda Care.
So,
So see, but she
okay.
contacted me. Actually, I saw Miranda Kerr is starting to following you. And I'm like, what? Miranda Kerr? You know, like she's about my age, like 44 something. And she used to be my model when I was a kid. Not model, but I was like, oh, she's so beautiful. Miranda Kerr is following you. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna send her. I
That's
sent her my
funny.
facial cup. And as a thank you, she sent me her beauty product. And she has a cleanser with turmeric, which is actually amazing.
Wow. That is
Yeah, she has
really
a good yeah. So I'm using at the moment. I still have some from her, but otherwise that's all what I put on my face. I'm like so minimalist, like really so minimalist, And yeah, so a mask, prickly pear, Jason, la beauty of Joseon, SPF, sometimes a bit of Inica powder, and that's it, done.
Guys, look at her. So this is one thing that I love is when someone who is teaching us these amazing modalities looks like Sakina does. And so you're walking your walk, talking your talk, and it's showing. We have something to go by, which is exciting. And you're not 25, I mean, it's
No, I'm
like
44. I'm going to be 44 next week, actually.
we have
That's
some
fast.
time and experience in showing that this actually works, which is super exciting. I keep saying that, but that's exactly how I feel. Super excited.
Yeah, and I really want to see your before and after picture.
I will send it
Sounds,
to you for sure. And
yeah,
I'll let you guys see it too. And like I told Sakina in the beginning, it's like a
yeah.
mugshot because anytime, like it's just stark and there's no makeup and you're just staring out. I'm like, I look like
Yeah, it's like you feel
my
you put yourself in
mugshot.
a yeah, in a vulnerable position, and I think it's very courageous, you know.
Yes,
So well done. I
I'm
want to
I'm
see it.
willing to share it because it's worth it. Just so people can see,
Yeah,
to me
yeah,
it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
big difference. And it was only over a 3 month time, a 3 month
3 months. Yeah,
time frame. So
yeah,
we were talking earlier, Nikki Robertson. If you
yeah.
guys
I was
aren't
going to talk
following
about her.
her, go do it. But Nikki Robertson is how I found out about all of this. And she is the one that kind of led and guided me through it, but she has a before and after on her
Yeah, you saw the picture.
Instagram. It
It's
is
fantastic.
amazing. It's
Yeah,
amazing. And she just gives you so much inspiration.
yeah.
And and again, I don't want to sound critical of people that are doing Botox and injections,
No, of course not. Of
but
course not.
because I have chosen not to do this, and I really want to know all of the things that I can do to help, because when the sag starts taking place, I don't really care as much about wrinkles. Like to me, they just show that I've had a really good life because I've done a lot of laughing and smiling.
Yeah,
But the sag can cause you to look
yeah.
tired and sometimes even angry. And then people might not want to approach you. And so that is why it's important to me to
Mm-hmm.
back up so that people aren't like, do you feel okay? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Oh my
we
goodness.
don't
Yeah, yeah,
have that. And even like a
yeah.
positive beauty can cause attention, but a negative can cause attention. And I think a lot of people are really longing to hear what works because there's been so many things out there telling us this cream works, this roller works, and we're
Yeah,
doing it and we're spending tons of money. And honestly,
yeah.
I didn't get the effects that I have done from this. And they're very inexpensive for what this does. It's very
I know.
inexpensive.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I'm kind of ashamed to say this because I do care where my money goes, but I was desperate with, like I said, this, kind of getting
Yeah,
in there. And I bought a eye cream that was over $100. And,
yeah,
they were promising all these things and it just didn't do what this. And
yeah.
remind me, how much are these?
It's not, I think in the UK, I think it's $29. I
So
think the
$29.
US is 29, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not expensive. Yeah.
$29 as opposed to over $100 for something that didn't even work. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
no-brainer. Well, I'm going to
Yeah.
put Sakina's information down below. Her website, she has you have two different programs. You have one for the professional and then one.
Yeah, I have, yeah. And
Okay.
one for beginners. So when you buy the cup, it comes with a card where you have a QR code that links to the online tutorial. And if you actually want to be accredited, like if you want to start doing facial cupping on your client, I also have a course for professional.
Awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
I honestly have considered it because I am an esthetician and
Yeah.
I've thought about bringing it back, but we'll see where that goes. If
Okay.
not, I can teach. I can teach them through videos.
Yeah, exactly. Please do. Please do. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
I want to thank you guys for watching. Leave us a comment and let us know. First of all, have you ever heard about facial cupping? Have you tried it? If there are some modalities that you are doing that you have like really do work to turn back the clock, share those with us as well because others are going to want to hear that. And Sakina, I want to thank you so much for your time, for spending this with us and sharing your knowledge and all of these great things that we can start doing to help us on our anti-aging journey. I
Yeah.
also want to let the audience know that I have a free 3-day detox. I will put it in the description below, that you can get, and all you have to do is sign up with your email, and then you also get my newsletter. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you will please hit the notification bell and subscribe. If this is some stuff that you're interested in, share it with people that you know need to hear it. And you guys have a great day.